Hi, I'm Dr. Kris Chapman from Mindful Kindfulness, and welcome today. Thanks for joining me. Today I thought it'd be a good idea to do a mindful breathing and choiceless awareness meditation, and this is one of my favourite practices. The breath is often used as an anchor for meditation. It's quite a good anchor in the sense that when we breathe, that's something that we have with us wherever we are. It's natural and it's accessible. So if we're at home, at work, or doing sport outside, for example, we always have our breath with us. So in that sense, it's a natural and easy to access point of focus for any meditation. So that's why it's so commonly used. There are a couple of things to note. When you focus on the breathing, there are different things you can focus on. You can focus on the air entering and exiting your nostrils. So the point of the tip of the nose is often the good focus for the meditation. Also, you can kind of feel it, the air going in your throat, down into your lungs expanding and contracting as you breathe in and breathe out. And finally, you can also focus on your abdominal breathing, the way in which your diaphragm goes up and down and your belly expands and contracts. Ultimately, whenever you breathe, your whole body moves. It reminds me that it's an interrelated system that works together. So even when you breathe with your chest or your stomach, for example, you can notice movements in your legs or your shoulders or your arms, for example. So in that sense, it's a good way to remember that one simple thing, breathing, affects the whole body. So it's worth bearing in mind also that breathing isn't the only anchor you can use. You can use other things. Sometimes if you're out of breath or distressed, the breath is erratic, so you can change the anchor to something like the feet or the hands or something external. But today we're going to use the breath. We'll start with a focus on the breath, but then we'll move to a choiceless awareness. And this is one of my favourite practices. So with choiceless awareness, you sit in meditation and you don't have a specific item or point of focus for the meditating. You just let whatever is around you or whatever you feel arise in your consciousness, and that's what you observe. So in that sense, it could be that you have a sense of something external to you, maybe something moves, maybe you hear something. It could be that you feel something, maybe your nose itches, or you have a certain pain in your foot. Or it could just be that you have a certain emotional sense. So you just kind of observe and notice whatever arises in your consciousness, be that physical, be that emotional, or be that external to yourself. All of those are fine. Try not to hold it too tightly. It's not as though you focus on that one specific thing that has caught your attention. You just observe it gently, let it be, and then maybe if something else catches your attention, move to that. So it's just sitting in awareness. Often I find that gives me a bit of mental space and stillness. And I think that gives also then room for compassion both for ourselves and for other people. So we'll focus mainly on the breathing meditation, but I'll introduce an idea of choiceless awareness at the end of the meditation. So let's get started. Okay, you can either lie down or sit. I prefer sitting so I don't get sleepy. And try and be comfortable yet alert. So I find it helps to straighten my spine. But if that's not comfortable, just do whatever is comfortable for you. Okay, sit comfortably. Put your hands on your lap or at your side. Have a gentle smile. First of all, use your senses to bring yourself to the present. What can you hear? I can hear a lawnmower, birds, my own breath. Try and have a soft gaze with your eyes, not focusing on a specific thing, and notice what you can see without intensely looking. Could be a small movement, could be a colour, the quality of the light, for example. Can you smell or taste anything? Is there a certain aroma in the room? Do you have an aftertaste in your mouth? So try and bring yourself to the present by focusing on your sensory experience, and notice how that makes you feel both physically and emotionally. Now lower your gaze or close your eyes. Now focus on your sense of touch. Be aware of your body's contact with the chair or wherever you're sitting or lying. I like to focus on the light touch of my fingers against my lap and the feeling of the soles of my feet against the floor. What's the quality of that touch? Is it hard or soft, light or hard? There's a certain lightness to my fingers, maybe a little heaviness to my feet. And now focus on your breath. Don't try and change your breath. There's no need to breathe deeply or in a shallow way. Just observe how you are breathing right now. If your mind gets distracted by a sight or a noise, notice that you're distracted. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just bring your mind back to the focus of the attention, which is your breath. That in itself is being mindful. Concentrate on the tip of your nose. You breathe in and out through your nose. Can you notice the cool air entering through your nostrils as you inhale, and the warm air going out as you exhale? Feel the air going in, down through your throat, into your lungs as your lungs expand as you inhale. and contract as you exhale. It's not only your lungs, you can feel your abdomen moving up and down. If you like, you can place a hand on your tummy to feel as you breathe in and breathe out. There's no need to be anywhere else, just here with your breath. Can you notice any differences between your breaths? Are any longer, shorter, deeper or more shallow? Now notice how your whole body moves as you breathe. As you breathe in and out, maybe your shoulders move. Feel movement in your thighs. If you hear a noise, that's okay. Notice that you're distracted. Bring yourself back to your breath. That's part of the practice. I like to think of the breath as a circle. There's no sense of one breath ending and another beginning. Just continuous movement from one inhale to one exhale, and on. One breath. Now let go of the focus on the breath. Just sit or lie where you are and allow your consciousness to be open. If a thought comes, let it come and let it go. If you notice something, that's okay. Observe it, let it be. Hold it lightly. Now return your focus to your breath. Inhale and exhale. Continuous cycle of breathing. Express a sense of gratitude for your breath. It sustains you in your waking hours. It's even there when you're not conscious, when you're asleep. Drop your chin to your chest, open your eyes if they're closed, have a gentle stretch. So at the end of a meditation I always like to encourage people to have what's called zanshin in Japanese martial arts. Zanshin means remaining body, remaining mind. So it's not as though there's a separate time and place for meditation and mindfulness. Try and maintain the feeling, the physical and emotional feeling, the sense of being in the moment that you got through the meditation, and carry that through to the next thing you do today, and hopefully throughout the day. Meditation is itself a tool to train in mindfulness. The aim of it is really to encourage you to be mindful in your everyday practice. So it's okay, we're not always mindful. Sometimes we all get distracted, and that's fine. So please also practice your mindfulness with a sense of compassion. Thank you very much today for sharing this meditation with me. I really appreciate your being here. If you'd like to find out more information about meditation, mindfulness and compassion, especially from a sports focus, because that's one of the areas I look at, then please visit my website www.mindfulkindfulness.co.uk. Thank you very much for listening. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.